Apparently my narrator and editor was supporting the writer's strike back in June, so I have to take over editing duties. I was busy actually hiking the trail, so I'm not getting to it until now. If you recall, as of video 12, I had filled in San Jacinto and Wrightwood, so I officially had continuous footsteps from Mexico to Kennedy Meadows, or 703 miles. I wanted a taste of the Sierras before skipping ahead to avoid most of the unprecedented snow. My parents dropped me off at Kennedy Meadows south, and I started heading north again. Right away, I passed a note from someone named Andrew under a rock. Weird. I wanted to walk right up to the edge of the snow line that first day. It turned out to be 20 miles at about 10,000 feet. The trail stuck pretty close to the South Fork of the Kern River that first day. The trail passed right through Kennedy Meadows campground. It has a really neat logbook housing. The logbook showed that only one other person left that day. It had been 2 days since the last PCT hiker headed north. All the snow melt really did a number on the terrain, creating damage and erosion. This area had unique PCT marking posts. I passed 2 youth groups that first day, a Boy Scout troop heading back to civilization and an EOE group. EOE stands for Experiential Outdoor Education. These 2 groups accounted for most of the entries in the logbook I mentioned. One of the scouts noticed my Philmont Scout Ranch placard hanging from my pack and asked if I had been there. Turns out we were in New Mexico the same year. Had to cross a bridge to finally say goodbye to the Kern River. The river was swollen and moving slowly. The bridge is noteworthy due to the swallows living under it. They come and go constantly. It turns out I will be haunted by afternoon thunderstorms for a while. I had a late lunch/snack right before it got steep at Death Canyon Creek. I hit the first snow patch late in the afternoon and set up camp not too far after. The spot had an incredible view. I used my new camp shoes for the first time. Comfy. It froze that night, and in the morning I got right back into the snow. I even spotted bear tracks side by side with human tracks. Good thing I was using my bear can. I was sure I'd be stuck in the snow a long time. Over the course of the next 2 days, the environment would slip between patches of dirt in the snow to patches of snow in the dirt. Up this high in the Sierras, a lot of the dirt was actually ground up granite sand. This day, I kept on getting buzzed by aircraft, both commercial jetliners and military jet fighters. I spotted one of the jetliners behind and below one of the nearby peaks, but I was too slow to capture it. The fighter jets were low and fast. The third time I got buzzed, I managed to capture it like Bigfoot in the woods. I stopped for lunch at a place with a view of Owens Lake down in Owens Valley. In the afternoon, I got hit by thunderstorms again, but this time, instead of rain, I got hit by snow and sleet. I did 15 miles that second day, leaving less than 10 miles for the last day. On the last day, I got another mixed bag of snow and dirt on the way up to the trail that would lead me to Cottonwood Pass Campground and the end of another section. The side trail to Horseshoe Meadows was all snow. I had to cross Horseshoe Meadows to get to the campground on the other side. I got to use my rip-off Crocs from Walmart again. Oh. The water in the meadow was waist deep, so I didn't stop long in the campground. Last mile of the road leading to the campground was closed due to damage, so I just kept going to stay warm and to dry off some. Julie picked me up on the road around Waltz Point, and we drove to my father's house down 395. The 395 affords great views of the backside of the Sierras. I'm out of the desert, so perhaps I'll stop the snake count and start a bear count, or better yet, a bear snake count. Yikes. Thanks for the picture, Dawson. I guess illustration work isn't covered by his strike terms. Trail stops checklist. Lone Pine, check. We drove through it on the way to Apple Valley.